Hey guys! So today we're going to do our notes for 8.4, which is factoring ax squared plus bx plus c. So 8.4 is different from 8.3 because now we have an a value, so we have a leading coefficient other than 1. So let's start with example 1, which is 4x squared plus 16x plus 15. All right, so we're going to do the X box method. So first, we're going to draw an X, and then we're going to draw a box. All right, so this time, instead of C going on top, we're going to do AC, and then on the bottom is our B. So when I multiply A times C together, 4 times 15 is 60. And then 16 will go on the bottom. What times what is 60? And when I add them, it's 16. Did I hear a 10 and a 6? Woohoo! All right, so we finished our X. Now we're going to move on to our box. So our 4x squared will go in our first box. Our plus 15 will go in our last box. And then our 10 and 6 are going to be here, but really it's going to be 10x and 6x. Because 10x and 6x make 16x. So that's where the 10 and 6 come from. Now we're going to find our GCFs. So the GCF of the top row, 4x squared and 10x, is 2x. Our GCF of our second row is 6x and 15, so it should be 3. Now we're going to do our columns. Usually I try to write it on top, but I didn't leave enough room. Maybe I could squeeze it. 2x squared and 6x will be 2x. And then 10x and 15 will be 5. So my final answer is going to be my GCFs. 2x plus 3 times 2x plus 5. All right, we're going to do another example. So example 2. This time we will do, let me find a tricky one. 4x squared plus 19x minus 5. So my x, and then I'm going to leave more room this time for my box. So my A times C will go on the top. So 4 times negative 5 is negative 20. And then my B will go on the bottom, 19. So it'll be 20 and negative 1. Now I'm going to fill in my box. So 4x squared and then my minus 5 and then 20, don't forget the x, and negative 1x. All right, now we're going to find our GCFs. All right, our first row will be 4x squared and negative 1x. That should be just x. 20x and negative 5. The GCF should be 5. Now my first column, the GCF should be 4x. Ooh, that 4 came out funky. 4x. And then over here, I'm going to look at my first term. My first term is negative, so I know I'm going to need a negative GCF. So it'll be negative 1. All right, so now I'll use my factored form. I'll have x plus 5 and 4x minus 1. A way to check your work is to distribute, use FOIL, or you do the box method we learned before, and then you'll see that you get the question as your answer. All right, last and final one. This one's tricky. Whoops. All right, so we're going to have negative 2x squared minus 15x minus 7. So notice that, all right, my first term is negative. So I'm going to want to get that negative 1 out. So I'm going to use that as my GCF and factor it out. So 2x squared divided by negative 1 is just 2x squared. Negative 15x divided by negative 1 is positive 15x. And negative 7 divided by 1 is positive 7. Now I'm going to do my X box just for what's left inside the parentheses. We'll use this negative 1 later. So I'm going to make my X and my box. All right. My A and my C go on top. So 2 times 7 is 14. 15 goes on the bottom. Ooh, that'll be an easy one. 14 and 1. So my first term goes in my first box. My last term goes in my last box. And then 14x and 1x make my 15x. Now I'll do the GCFs. So my first row, 2x squared and 1x will just be x. 14x and 7 will be 7. First column, I'll have 2x, and here I should have 1. So my final answer in factored form is x plus 7, 2x plus 1. All right, make sure that you remember your essential question and your summary. And we will work on some bookwork next. All right, the bookwork that you're going to need to do on the next page that has all the X boxes drawn for you already, is going to be page 552, numbers, we'll do 1 through 33 odds. All right, make sure to do it on the page that already has the X boxes. I think there's clouds and stuff around it too. And see you guys later.